Hello YouTube, what's up? My name is Chicken Fried Rice, and today we're going to be playing some ruse. It's going to be a 4 versus 4 on the map Treason. You know what makes this game special, and I don't play this game mode very often. Today we're going to be playing some Total War game mode. Yeah, it's actually cool. It's fun to change things up. I don't often play Total War, and most of the times when I play it's because I jumped into the lobby by accident. Example this time. But I'm going to give you guys just a few things like to keep in mind when you're playing in Total War. Now, right now I set myself up for a regular game of ruse, and then I realized we were in Total War. So, depending on what nations you are, U.S. in Total War, your Lee is your best thing, okay? Screw priests. There's no purpose in making priests like everyone, like I will show you. It is ridiculous. So, I started off this, and I made an entire base. Now, what you want to do is designate a person to go tanks and designate another one to go American air or British air or Soviet air or whatever air. Like right here, the Soviet guy's going air, and then this American guy is making a big mistake, which is going RD. So right here we have a Siegfried, nothing big, and we've realized that this guy is just going to be screwing us around with his air. And he also has a fair amount of money because, if I'm right, his ally surrendered. So it's this. Well, I'm not sure who's helping him or who's supposed to be there, but he has more money. So you can expect that to translate. I think it is the German guy that is in control of that, but you'll see. So right here I have my artillery base. I've got everything. This is the boring startup part of the game. My name is Crazy. Right now has a pretty strong air force for the beginning of the game and is really doing a nice job. He's using decoys in combination with real planes, and he's probably going to be bombing the crap out of that guy. Now right here, this guy went artillery. He made priests, and he's spamming AA here, and at the same time my ally is setting up here and spamming AA there and there. In the meantime, these light bombers are going after those priests. Unfortunately for the enemy, actually not the priest, they're going for his depots. Unfortunately for them, we set up a wall of anti-aircraft guns. Now here I didn't set up much AA. You notice I've set up 2 anti-aircrafts and 3 more anti-aircraft. It's really not as much. AA is not super effective. It's meant to demoralize the enemy, to make him think about attacking you, okay? So like that gives you more time. Now it can be effective when you have a huge ton of it, but in small quantities it's not effective. It's only a demoralizer. So right now you can tell I am starting to build an air force. I start with 3 P-40 Warhawks. I get 2 B-25 Mitchells, and I get 1 recon plane. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and bomb this guy's airfield. Unfortunately, there was something a little bit more unpredicted that happened. Now right here we have the Russian guy's air force helping out, and he's starting to build up some tanks because notice this guy. Okay, so we're going to go in camp neutral here and show you guys what these guys have planned for us. So this guy has a lot, and is still making a lot of lease. In the meantime, this guy has a lot of priests, and when I say a lot, and then he's going to get more. And basically, this guy's priests are pointless, okay? Priests are $35 a piece. They fire a pretty small caliber round. They are accurate. They take forever to reload, so they're not effective. Right now we're going double speed, although they're not firing at any targets right now. But, like, use your money on something more efficient, okay? Now this guy's got a giant stack of leaves. What do you think is going to do more damage? 7 priests? Or a giant stack of leaves, and these probably cost the same amount of money, if not close to. Also, this guy's got an air force that he's been keeping a little hidden. So on this side, this guy's got a bunch of Panzer IIIs, and right here he got an 88mm flak, which is going to be an issue for me. So right there I go after the 88 because it's a smart thing to do, and it's what you want to do. And right here this guy goes in with all his Panzer IIIs. Now I have like 4 or 5 Lees here. I don't think any of them get destroyed, but they all get routed, and this guy gets away, and I didn't give them any orders, so he just keeps walking through our base with no one really stopping him. So the first thing you want to make sure in this situation So you want to take off all your planes, because even if your airfield gets destroyed, you will still be able to recover those planes. So you really want to minimize the damage that you receive. On the other side of things, there's a German light bomber. He's going to bomb my airfield. And then, well, yeah, the end of those guys. So, now I've got a fair amount of leads, and my allies starting to build up a stack too. And right here, what you missed, is while he was attacking me, I just bombed out his airfield. And what I'm going to do now is just use my air superiority to keep hammering his production facilities. Because if he can't produce units efficiently, then he won't be able to do anything. And that's also a thing you want to watch out. Those 88mm flaks, use your fighters. It takes 2 fighters to take it out. Ideally use 3, because if one of them gets shot, then you can use the other 2 to take it down. And the reason why I say this is because one 88mm shot will rout a B-25, and it takes 2 B-25 for a depot, for an airfield, and other buildings like that. So before I had done another bombing run on his airfield, that bombing run got screwed over because this guy had an 88 which just one-shotted my bombers into rout mode, which is very, look, so one shot right there. And so 88s have a very, very slow fire rate, yes, but you have, let's say you have 4 88s and you have 4 bombers. All 4 bombers are going to be turning around. They guarantee it. So what you want to do is just strafe it. And that's really the most efficient way to take care of 88 flaks, because they have issues with fighters, and it's just going to be a pain in the ass if you try and bomb people. Well, he has a bunch of 88mm set up everywhere. So right here, my allies surrendered, because as I showed before, their base got trampled by all this guy's stuff. If you look over here, you'll have a lovely view at this guy's priest army. So here he's got 6, and here he's got another 6. So he's got a total of 13 priests, and he keeps making priests. He's not thinking about anything else. Now right here, what's going to happen is Lees aren't a match for KVs, okay? Even if there are less KVs will completely destroy Lees, because Lees have very difficult time going through the armor of a KV. So here you see my 4 priests, well actually not mine, it's from the my former ally that surrendered, having an artillery battle with those 200,000 priests. And the sad part at this point in the game is this guy can't do anything. He wasted all his money on those leads. Now he has almost no income, and this guy only has a bunch of priests, which he can't do shit with. So now what did I do? Well, they wait until they get destroyed, and right here you see my ally taking the brunt of this assault. But basically we're moving in. He's got, what, 13 leaves, and I've got 11 leaves. Together we've got a pretty strong army of 24 leaves. Now leaves are not the best tank, but in total war mode they're a good tank, because the Germans have the Panzer III, which is not ideal. But the Germans do start out with the fighter bombers in Total War, which is really their advantage, that and also the 88mm. That's what you want to abuse when you're Germany. The only problem is the 88 gets beaten by artillery, and air gets beaten by A, which both come from the same buildings, so it's very cost efficient for whoever you're fighting. So, we just entered the 1942 time zone, or about to, in 30 seconds, well, 30 seconds in the game time, not in this time. And right now, you see the giant stack of priests disappear. This guy's rolling in with his KVs. This guy's base is completely annihilated. There's nothing left for him to recover. And I'm just going to be hammering. I'm sending in my tanks, but those are going to get, well, a bit their ass kicked by these guys. This guy's just spamming paratroopers. So I send my fighters, do what I can, but like my fighters, 3 fighters versus, yeah, you guys get the idea at this point. So, anyways, what's happening now is this guy is obviously getting pair drop, which sucks for him. So he's going to do a smart yet stupid thing. He only went with bombers, and he didn't make anything else. So that one bomber takes down all of that paratrooper infantry, which is very, very good. Right here, everything got destroyed. All his planes got destroyed. Airfield taken away. So that really sucks for him. And luckily for him, he made a secondary HQ, so he's good with that. In the meantime, my leads are pushing through his base. they're getting stopped by AT because the new game, well, we just went up in game mode. Now we have AT present, which is really a stopper to Lee's. And unfortunately, it didn't stop this guy's having the majority, like all of his priests getting destroyed. And right here, I just bombed all of his AT. Done.